everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell, my voice sounds a bit funny. It's a bit hoarse because I actually am still recovering from COVID, which has been kicking my butt for the last like 2 weeks, something like that. Anyway, today I will be showing you a brand new set that has actually come out in the UK, believe it or not. And this set by Mattel is the Isla Sorna Capture Pack, which is a set that I thought we would never get. Honestly, seeing Mattel release a Lost World Jeep with Roland Tembo of all characters is pretty much like a dream come true. I honestly never thought that we would ever get a Roland Tembo figure. I'm super grateful, super happy, also because Roland is, I think, one of my most favorite characters from the whole franchise. He's just a badass. Anyway, in this set we get a vehicle, a Roland Tembo figure, and a Parasaurolophus, as well as some projectiles that the vehicle can actually shoot. Taking a closer look at the packaging, it's actually very reminiscent of what we see in the Lost World Jurassic Park. In this scene in the film, they're actually in a clearing rounding up all the dinosaurs, and you can see in the distance or in the background some redwoods, and it generally feels very, very Lost World-ish. Now, I feel like Mattel in this Legacy Collection pack has actually managed to capture the exact feel of this scene from the Lost World, which is an incredible fan service for adults which were kids back in the day when this film released, but also captures the magic that a kid would experience by having a vehicle that shoots projectiles. This is honestly an awesome set. On the back of the box, we have an orange background showcasing a render of the product itself, the vehicle, with Roland Tembo inside shooting a projectile at the Parasaurolophus. As you can see on the bottom of the box, there is this part that you can rip so you can access underneath and unlatch the vehicle from the bottom. It's also kept in place by this cable tie right here, which requires cutting. The Parasaurolophus is held down by some string. Roland and the projectiles are held in completely by backform plastic that unfortunately requires to be cut, subsequently destroying the packaging, and everything is all out of the box. Now let's start reviewing every single thing individually. And let's start with Roland Tembo himself. This is a 100% perfect depiction or recreation of Pete Postlethwaite's likeness. It is uncanny. Absolutely stellar work by Mattel right here. The rest of the sculpt is really dang good, if I must say so myself. Mattel really does a gorgeous job with their human figures. So please, Mattel, more. They have a lot of articulation points. The head, the arms, the shoulders, the elbows, the hips, the torso, the knees, and it's also got a rubbery jacket. He looks just like how he does in the film. He's also wearing his hat. He's wearing like olive color shorts, a brown belt, a white shirt, a beige jacket, and an olive color, I think. It's the same as the trousers, colored hat, and brown boots. The detail in the sculpt, all the folds in the clothes and all of that is very realistically portrayed. One thing that Mattel could have added was his iconic elephant gun, or at least its case or something like that. And he stands perfectly. Now let's move on to the Parasaurolophus. So this one is a juvenile. Obviously Mattel decided to go with a smaller form factor for this Parasaurolophus because otherwise the set would have come out to be too expensive. But it's a good addition because we don't have any juvenile Parasaurolophuses, so that's really nice. It's the same sculpt as the original Dino Rivals version, but scaled down. It has the Jurassic logo down there. It also sports the scan code on the back right here, like all the brand new Mattel figures. It's got some awesome articulation in the head. As you can see, it swivels all around. I mean, it's pretty basic for what it is. It's on par with what we see for an attack pack or fierce, whatever they're called now. It's got basic limb articulation. The legs go backwards and forwards. They don't swivel in and out like the more expensive ones. The arms move backwards and forwards too. And the tail swivels around too if you want it to. And for what it is, it's actually really good, I would say. Now about the paint job, it doesn't resemble any of the adult Parasaurolophus that we're all akin with or all know about. you know, with a stripe going down the back. But this one has got more of a more subtle paint job, which makes it more affordable for Mattel to actually release and produce. But it goes really well because a juvenile would have toned down colors anyway. So this one's got like a brownish beige base color or pigmented plastic, and it's got some brown tones all over the body. On the head, it's a different kind of brown than the one on the body. The one on the body looks a bit more orange, and it's got some markings on the horn and some like round patterns on the body. Of course, the toenails aren't painted, and it could overall be improved with a little bit more paint on the tail and belly. As you can see, it is quite small compared to Roland. It would be nice to have this sculpt in this form factor released as a attack pack again. Now let's take a closer look at this amazing vehicle right here. So Mattel made a brand new sculpt for this. It's got lots of lovely detail, like little rivets here and there. It's got the InGen logo right there, and it looks pretty close to what we see in the film. It isn't exactly the same as the one that Roland Tembo is in. Oh, by the way, look, the steering wheel turns. But it does a really good job at portraying one of those vehicles from that scene in the film, which is really, really cool to have. There is a button camouflaged there, which allows the side of this vehicle to actually pop out. We'll have a look at it later. It's got a bunch of different stickers for the headlights, and look, I don't know why they made the spare wheel in the front actually spin. I guess you can use I don't know. Look at this really handy feature right here. It's got some holes where you can actually slot the spare projectiles in, which is really nice. I was wondering what those holes were for, and also wondering you know, where I could put the projectiles, but it ends up and it's made for that. So here we go, let's press the button. The seat and the door actually pop out, which is reminiscent to what we see in the film too. As you can see, there's a really cool sticker there with some like computer stuff going on, and a Parasaurolophus picture in it. I guess that is like the aiming stuff for it, and there is a slot right there for the projectile and a button there, and you can shoot your dinosaur. This thing is actually spring loaded, so if you push it down enough, then it clicks into place, and then press the button and it pops out again. If we get our human figure, we can position him properly and then put him in the seat. And the way I like to do it is pose him first and then pop him in, and then slide his hands over the handlebars, like so. Gosh, this is taking a while, isn't it? I could have just edited this bit out, but I guess not. Let's just roll. Let's just roll with it. No, it's still going. It's still okay. There we go. And Roland's ready to shoot. I'm really impressed with what Mattel has delivered. It looks amazing. This set is absolutely perfect for fans and for children too, and children fans. I did put some of my mercenaries in there just because Roland's like, oh look, a dinosaur!
I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps.